Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maryland Drawing Show, and welcome to another episode of the Colorvent calendar from Colorverse. Today is day 6, and we are doing Kilonova. Hold on. Oh, I'm so sorry. It has just the tiniest bit of red sheen going on. There. You can kind of see it over here. It's like a purplyish, pinkish sheen. Alright, before we continue, let's share this with our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too at this time. I would encourage you to share this with your friends so that they can also come and hang out with us too. Oh, okay, I think we're all shared out. Hopefully some of our friends will come and hang out with us too. Alright, we are doing day 6 of the Colorvent calendar. This has a let's look at the ink swatch. I have to remember my words. Ink swatch. It's just that tiny bit of pink sheen going on. The water resistance test shows it's awfully schmutzy when you have water on it. So if you get this wet, you probably need to dab it off really quick, because otherwise it's going to be really schmutzy. So it doesn't have as much water resistance as I thought it might have, but it has a little tiny bit. Still, I might not use this on the outside of an envelope for fear it may wash away. Oh God, I can't stop yawning. It's driving me crazy. Alright, so here's our toilet paper chromatography. It's got a weird sheen in the middle. I don't know if you can't see it. Anyway, there's like a blurple, and then there's like a purple, and then like right along the edge there's a pink coming out. So that's very interesting. It's like a dark blue-black, like a blue-black, purple, pink color. Wow, very interesting. So, small haul video. I got a new wow, that looks way more yellow on the camera than it is. Anyway, this is a lime green. Looks how it looks to my eye. It's about lime green colored Norelco one blade. If any of you have a Norelco one blade, let me know what you think about it. I also got a little ding friend. I got this color track timer to keep me on track, and it just when the timer's up. So that's very convenient for doing art, because sometimes I forget what time it is, and sometimes I don't always want to have my phone going off 12 times a day. So alright, let's do some paper reviews, shall we? Okay, this is cotton fiber paper. A little bit of that pink sheen coming through. No feathering. Little bits of bleeding and ghosting. I just need a sip. Maramon Nemosity, 80 GSM. A little bit of shading, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Bonia Dot Pad, 80 GSM. Tiniest bit of haloing in the sheen. A little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Excellent. Cotton fiber paper. Beautiful. No feathering, no bleeding, minimal amount of ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Pen & Gear Heavyweight Notebook Paper from Walmart.com. A little bit of shading, bleeding, and ghosting. Too bad. Oxford Single Subject Notebook Paper. There's a little bit of that pink sheen coming through. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. CVS Caliber Filler Paper. Beautiful amount of sheen. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, minimal amount of ghosting. Pelican Hub Notepad. Zoom in so you don't have to look as close. Beautiful amount of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Kokuyo Business Paper. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, minimal amount of ghosting. This is the Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tomoe River. There's that beautiful halo sheen. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, minimal ghosting. The Jot envelopes from the Dollar Tree. I don't see any sheen. A little bit of shading. No feathering, no, a little bit of micro bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Muji paper. A little bit of shading, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of micro bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Artron Olive 160 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Mshoy 120 GSM notebook paper. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Anecdote notebook paper. It's got a little bit of wiggle to it, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of micro, nope, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM notebook paper. No sheen, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Clairefontaine 90 GSM. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. The Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Wexford Walgreens Pharmacy. A little bit of shading. I don't see any sheen. No bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Daiso Premium Notebook Paper. Tiniest bit of sheen. A little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Midori MG paper. A little bit of sheen, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. 68 GSM Tumbleweed River. Lots of sheen, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, minimal amount of ghosting. A little bit of ghosting. And last but not least, Leuchtturm 1917 plain. I don't really see any sheen. It is feathering. And a little bit of micro bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, let's do a comparison panel to see where this ink lies. Oh dear, I just realized something. I haven't done the calendar or the thing yet. Alright, here's our lineup so far. Looks really nice. What is this? Kilonova. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's do a comparison panel to see where this ink lies. Let's start with the Blurple inks, because it is kind of Blurple-like. That's blue-purple. Sargasso Seas, a little dark. Lamang is kind of close. Cobalt Blue is kind of close. Hi Vermilion Tea, how are you doing today? Of course it is blue. It's a very deep, rich blue. We will see how it washes out of the pen. Monteverde Sapphire is kind of close. It's a little lighter though. Ooh. Wow, Diamond Iris is very close. I have a fever. Oh dear, you need ibuprofen and some like Gatorade to keep you well hydrated. Drink lots and lots of water. So what happens is your body has an invader. Either you have an infection or you have a virus that is trying to take over your body, and there's a war going on, and the fever comes from the body's warriors creating friction, which warms up your body in order to kill the bad bacteria or virus. So the best thing that you can do is monitor it. Maybe take 1 200 milligram ibuprofen just to keep it low. You don't want your fever to go away completely until it's run its course, because a fever is helpful when killing off the bacteria. The best thing that you can do is drink lots of water and stay in a nice warm bed, because shivering is not fun. Maybe set your heater on the warmest setting you can, take a nice hot shower, and let it all out. But if you feel like you're starting to hallucinate, you need to check your temperature. If it's more than 102, you need to call a doctor. It's important. They can give you some antibiotics that will bring down the fever. Perhaps dope you up with some antiviral agents too. Have you had COVID? Have you had your COVID shot, rather? If you've been vaccinated and it is COVID, hopefully it won't be as bad. Yeah, this is definitely more blurple than I thought it would be. Well, it's probably nose and throat related, but I don't feel a cold or flu particularly hard. Unfortunately, it most resembles the COVID I had last year. One of the things about COVID is they've been finding that it is accumulative. So if you have COVID again, it's twice as bad as if you had it the first time, unless you're vaccinated, and then that brings your body's natural immunity up to the combatant of the virus. I hope you feel better no matter what. Gosh, this doesn't look like any of these to my eye. This one's kind of close. It's got the pink sheen, but it's more blue than this one. That's it. That's all the dark blues and purples that I have. What about purple? Let's try some purple. Okay, we're totally in the wrong department. Tanzanite looks kind of close. It's got a little more purple in it. Enjoyment purple is kind of close. You should also tell family members that are nearby in case something happens, or in case they don't hear from you for a little while. That way they can come check on you. Birthday cake is kind of close. My camera's doing really funny things to these pictures. So, if you're interested, you should probably try and get a sample or buy the Colorvent calendar, because it shows it's blue, but it's actually like a deep blue purple or a blurple. Roaring Clear Casey is a little more purple and lighter. And that is it. Those are all the blues and blurples and purples that I have. Didn't find too many that look like this. That's nice. Well, what did you guys think about today's ink? You guys thinking thoughts about getting this ink? Do you have this ink? Let me know what you think about this ink in the comment section below. That's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, or ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Thanks goes out to my members, Arcboy, Vermilion T, Simply Obs, Lynette, and Wumble Bumblebee. If you would like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. Also, please don't forget to check out the links in the description to my website, join the calligraphy class, check out the paper reviews page, join the Discord. And if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Pen Boutique or Atlas Stationers, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount, and I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. And that just leaves me to say, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them, and I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, love you, bye.